Hey, hello everybody. Welcome back. Doing some magic.
Magic.
So we have a pretty sweet matchup for you today. It's a modern that we're playing. I'm playing a Death Shadow aggro deck. It's kind of, it seems to me more like a combo deck, but, because it really just wants Death Shadow, but it's pretty sweet.
I am playing a mono-red Tron list.
Which is really interesting because it has
Stuffy Doll.
Stuffy Doll in it.
This was a list I found on Reddit by the user Pleasant Kenobi.
Pleasant? Ooh. Interesting.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of a Star Wars joke, but nothing's coming to mind. But anyway, since we're flogging stuff that we saw, we had a fan send us some artwork of Mr. Boopster, who's curiously nowhere to be seen.
No.
I wonder where he could be.
Could be anywhere.
He could be anywhere, but
we have this Stuffy Doll variation of him.
Yeah. No, not so much. But anyway, so he drew us this lovely picture of Mr. Boopster that I'm dubbing in right here, and he also did Mr. Boopster in Minecraft, pixel art Boopster, which is awesome, and that was from George Dulles, and I hope I'm saying your name correctly. So thank you for that, and if anyone else wants to send us some sweet fan art of Mr. Boopster, I always want sweet fan art of Mr. Boopster.
Yes,
it's my favorite thing in the world. So anyway, to decide who goes first, well, I guess. First things first, though. You know, someone sent us this from the Vault 20, so we figured we'd open this first in the video, right? And yeah. So if any of you,
Mr. Boopster got to it.
Yeah, Mr. Boopster got to it first. So
it's the best version of From the Vault 20, of course.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good version. So anyway, to decide who goes first, I'm gonna just move this slightly out of the way. There. So there was a reason that we had
frozen
this
in carbonite. He's frozen in carbonite.
Hey, back to the Star Wars thing. Perfect. There's that joke I couldn't find. So anyway, Decided goes first. I put a gray dice in this double gulp, and I put a black and red dice in this double gulp. You're gray, obviously, because this is a Tron deck, and I'm black and red because this is mostly just a black and red deck. So we're going to go ahead and do one of those. And it looks like, gray had 20, I know. And then I knocked it. But either way, 17 beats 10 and 20 beats 10. So I believe you won this round. And we will see you in game one.
Whoop.
We need to cut back on the toys, I think. Alrighty, game one. Go ahead.
I've got Doze.
And I have these things. Not bad. Not too bad of things. Oh, we're using new sleeves, by the way.
Yes.
Just to differentiate the two series. That was the thing that I missed. I thought that we were missing something. These are, what are they? Legion sleeves.
Legion sleeves. Good old, dragon
scales. Dragon
scales.
Amazing. Anyway.
So, we're going to go for an Urza's Tower. And an expedition map.
Sure.
Go.
Draw a card. Polluted Delta. Crack that, going to 19. So if you've never seen a Death Shadow deck before, basically, one of the points of this deck is to get your life total embarrassingly low, because that makes Death Shadow really, really big.
Yes. Because if you want a 1-mana 13/13, you gotta work for it.
Yeah. So, untapped. 17. I would even have this come in untapped if I wasn't planning on using it. But I am. With the Serum Visions. Drawing a card.
Visions.
Scrying 2. I don't mind these. But this one's a little slow, so I'm going to go top bottom. And I'm going to pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Well, we are going to play a mountain.
Okay.
And sack this.
Sure.
I think we'll find a power plant. And go.
Appreciate you saving time and not doing that at the end of my turn. Gataxian Probue for 2 life. From 15.
Well, there's this power plant,
as
you can see.
Yeah. I'm a little more interested in the rest of it, I think.
There's also a mountain.
Yep.
And a Solemn Simulacron.
Yep.
And some Pyromancer's Goggles. And a Blasphemous Act.
Ooh.
And some Faithless Looting.
Okay. So you don't quite have Tron yet.
No.
That's all right.
Otherwise, I would have played it, you know?
So, of course, any responsible human being should write down the cards in your hand. I'm not one of those, so we're going to draw a card off of that probe. Oh. I have another chance at it. Probe you for life. Draw a card.
Mountain.
That's
Power
okay.
Plant. Goggles.
It's okay.
Solemn.
Yeah, it's okay.
Attack,
You're ruining everything. And I'll cycle a Street Wraith, going to 11. Drawing a card.
I was expecting a Thought Seize this time.
No.
Lay it out again.
I guess... Yeah, I suppose I'll make a 2/2 Death Shadow. Pass the turn. So I'm just going to use this dice to keep track. Hopefully you can see it. You probably can't because it's black and red.
Untap.
Actually, yeah. I'm
Draw
gonna
a
use,
turn.
I'm gonna use one that you probably can see. Decent. Big
What
2/2.
do we do here?
Big old 2/2.
I think this turn we go for the power plant and an Oblivion Stone.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Sure go.
Untap. Draw a card. Well, a little late there, buddy. Okay, so... Let's see. What do I do? Make that... Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Play a Bloodstained Mire, crack that going to 10, putting him to 3. I'm gonna find a red thing.
Red and black dice.
Well, you can't see it on screen, really.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. So I was using that one.
Use this dice.
Sure. So that actually puts it to 5, because it's coming in untapped. Then,
So much pain.
because I'm probably going to get stoned next turn. If you get Tron, of course. Potentially.
Yes.
I might as well press this window of opportunity. So this is instant speed, but I'm going to do it like this anyway. Teamer Battle Rage, targeting Death's Shadow. So it gets double strike, and because its power is 4 or greater, gains trample. Not that that matters. I'll attack you for 10.
I will go to 10.
And I'll pass the turn.
Untap.
Now, the question is, am I going to get stoned?
Draw for turn.
I get stoned to death.
Well,
That sounded like I'm probably not going to get stoned.
there's a power plant.
Hey, still not going to get stoned. She already had that one.
That is the one that we fetched. Solemn.
That works too.
Go find a mountain. And then sure go.
Gonna untap. Gonna draw a card. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Uh-oh.
I think this will work. I'm at 8. You're at 10.
Yes.
Yeah, this will work. It's kind of funny, actually. So I'm gonna dismember the Solemn Simulacron, paying 4 life, going to 4. Putting him to 9.
I draw a card.
And then I'll attack you for 9.
I'll go to 1.
And I drew a Lightning Bolt.
Ah.
Yeah.
You can
I actually
lightning
had
bolt
2
yourself.
others. I actually had 2 others. Yeah, I could have.
Go to
But,
1.
Yeah. That also would have done it. But, yeah, so that's what I had. I was pretty close to getting stoned there. But
There you were.
But, ooh, you even had some, you had some stuff to finish me off.
Yes.
The Banefire. So I was probably dead next turn, actually.
Probably.
Alright. So, that was game 1. We will see you in game 2. Alrighty, game 2. Go ahead.
We're working with those.
Whoop. I have a couple of things. Go ahead.
Well, this didn't work for us the first time, but we'll try it again.
Okay.
Sure go.
Draw a card. Okay. Do I lead with these? I think I do. Cycle a Street Wraith, going to 18. Drawing a card. Cycle a Street Wraith. Going to 16. Drawing a card. Then I guess... Well, let's see what you got. Marsh Flats Crack, going to 15. I'll go straight to 13 to fetch a Watery Grave. I'll cast a Thoughtseize. Going to 11.
Oh! Well, we got a mountain. We got an Acre Wellspring. We got a Blasphemous Act.
Yep.
A Stuffy Doll. And a Trash for Treasure.
Ooh, Trash for Treasure, sweet.
Yeah, so you might not want to take that Stuffy
Yeah.
Doll, because I could just trash it back.
Could also take the Act, but... Yeah. So you can fetch another Tron piece. I think the Trash for Treasure. As much as I like that card, and I want to see it be played, I think it's the right call. Because it can get back pretty much anything else that I could take.
Yes.
Except for Blasphemous Act, but that takes a
Well,
while.
the Acre Wellspring would be what's...
Yeah.
You'd probably be casting it,
Yeah.
and you don't want to really
No.
dig that back out.
Pass the turn.
That's the trash. Untap. Draw for turn. Mountain. I think we're going to go for the Acre Wellspring this turn.
Sure.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Well, this is going to be a very unexciting turn. I'm going to play a Bloodstained Mire and crack it, going to 10, and then I'm going to go straight to 8 to fetch a... The other thing about this deck is there are very few fetchable lands, so it takes a while to find them. Blood Crypt. And after that, we are gonna go for a Killing Fiend.
Ooh.
He's down to get some killing in. Pass the turn.
A new shiny way to kill people.
Yeah.
Draw for
Not
turn.
quite as exciting as Death Shadow, and I don't much fancy being an 8 now, because he doesn't really get any benefits from that. But
Yeah. Well,
Could
we're
still
going
draw
to sack expedition map to go find ourselves. See, we drew a power plant last game, and we fetched the power plant. So we're going to go for that again and hope this time that we fetch the mine. I mean, that's what we hoped for before, but...
Yeah.
Then play that as my land for the turn, and enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Okay. What can I do here? 5. I kind of... It might be right to go for this, actually. Let's see. No. Actually, that won't work. Nuts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 18. Or... Sorry, I'm just have to think about this.
Yes.
I think I might be able to kill you this turn, but it's going to be in a really weird way if I can. So I'm going to play Swamp, first and foremost. Yeah. 10. Yeah, that will work. Unless you have something.
With the one colorless mana?
Dismember, I guess. Okay, I have to do this because it's really sweet. So, I am going to cast a Mutagenic Growth targeting Killing Fiend for 2 life.
Yep.
Going to 6. So, he gets the pump trigger. And then I will Stubborn Denial the Mutagenic Growth, getting the pump trigger. So right now, This I'm not going to pay for. I can't anyway. I guess I could if I did it in response, but
to the trigger.
But I'm not going to. So that doesn't happen, but instead he gets plus 6 plus 0, so he's now at 7. And then I will cast a Teamer Battle Rage, so I get the pump trigger, putting him up to 10 with Double Strike. And I'll attack you for 20.
Yeah, that's death.
I couldn't resist doing that. That was actually quite funny. So anyway, we're gonna do a third one, obviously, because that was just a ridiculous game. And we'll see you then. Alrighty, game 3.
We've got those. Whoop.
And for me, definitely a less exciting one, but that's okay. Go ahead.
Start us off. Mountain. Faithless Looting.
Sure.
And I think we're going to discard Stuffy Doll.
Ooh. Stoofy doll.
And Oblivion Stone.
Ooh.
That does kind of suck.
Yeah.
Sure, go.
Draw a card. I mean, you do have Trash for Treasure in your deck, so it's not the complete end of the world. And the fact that you did it on turn 1 makes me think that you probably have it in hand. So I'm going to probe you for life. Going 18.
So we've got...
Yeah, you did. Oh, you got natural Tron, too.
From the Faithless Looting.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I am a turn behind.
It's true.
I needed that red.
Draw a card. Really didn't need the third one of that, but that's okay. Yeah. Play a foil polluted delta. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Yep.
Mind Stone.
As expected.
Sure, go.
I'm gonna crack this for thinning purposes. Go to 17. I'm gonna get an untapped Watery Grave. Going to 15. Am I gonna use it? Absolutely not. But paying life is a resource in this deck. And you can take that to the bank. Don't actually. It's not worth anything. Draw a card. Alright. What's a start? But can't quite get there. So I'm going to play Polluted Delta. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Well,
So,
power plant.
yep.
And
This feels like a Trash for Treasure to me.
Trash for Treasure.
Yeah.
Sacking Mind Stone.
Now, question
Get
is,
us back.
what do you want to get?
Probably Stuff It All.
Yeah.
Naming you, of course.
Yep. It's the little stuffy doll counter. He doesn't actually get a counter, so I don't know why I'm saying all that. Let's put him here.
He's just got the nails in his butt.
Yeah.
Enter go.
He needs those to stand. I'm gonna crack a Polluted Delta, going to 14. I'm gonna go all the way to 12. To fetch. Soon as I find it. Untap Steam Vents.
Steam Vents.
It's pretty steamy. Oops. Ooh. Sorry, these new sleeves are really slippy.
That they are.
Yeah. Of course, that's usually always the case when you have to break in new sleeves. Okay. Draw a card. Are you serious? Really? Well, I guess play a Scalding Tarn and make a Death Shadow, which is a lonely little 1/1. Tiny, tiny man. Although
Small man.
I can make him up to 4. Yeah, that's all I got. Pass turn.
Untap. Can't ping you with Stuffy Dog
No,
quite yet.
no.
Draw for turn.
It is kind of funny that when Stuffy Doll hits himself and damages me, he actually makes Death Shadow bigger.
Yeah, that is one
Which is
slight issue.
Quite funny.
So there's our Tron. We got 8 mana. And what do we do with this 8 mana?
But on the other side of the coin, usually this deck puts myself to a really low life total, and then you could just like Banefire me for 3.
Yes.
Or a lot more in this case, potentially.
Well, we're going to go for 6 mana
Yep.
and cast Wormcoil Engine.
Oh! Yeah.
Who would have been probably a lot better for Trash for Treasure than the Stuffy Doll, but I drew him too late. But he can still show up.
That's true. Wow.
Enter go.
Wormcoil Engine. Okay, I'm gonna crack Scalding Tarn, going to 11. I'm gonna fetch... something. I guess... Blood Crypt untapped, going to 9. So, now that I'm at 9, Death Shadow is up to a 4. 4 power.
4/4.
Oops. Yeah, we don't need him. He doesn't need to be in the scene. And I'm going to Lightning Bolt Wormcoil Engine. And then I'm going to Lightning Bolt Wormcoil Engine.
Well, Wormcoil Engine down.
We do get tokens
We do.
out of the deal. I don't think we have worms, but I'm sure you could find something to use.
We have... They can be... Well, that's too big of a worm. Death Touch, because no one wants to touch that.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's fairly disturbing.
Lifelink can just be a golem.
Okay. So, I'll untap. I'll draw a card. That's not getting me very far. I'm tempted to just do this because it's funny, but people don't usually like it when I do things just because they're funny. But you know what? I don't care. I'm going to Lightning Bolt the Death Touch one, and I'm going to Lightning Bolt the Lifelink one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because it's funny.
I mean, it was a 4-for-1.
Yeah. And I'll play Scalding Tarn. Pass the turn. See, the thing is, though, with
End of
Lightning
your
Bolts,
turn.
other than hitting you or hitting myself, which with a Stuffy Doll in play is a bad idea, there's not much else to do with it.
Yeah.
So
1 damage.
I'll go to 8. He'll go to 5.
Untap. Draw for turn.
And also, you don't really have other targets other than, like, I guess Solemn Simulacron. So.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh no.
I'm gonna Banefire you for 7.
Well, at least Banefire the Stuffy Doll. Come on.
I guess, yeah. Banefire Stuffy Doll for 7.
So it can't be countered. Yeah.
Can't be countered by spells or abilities.
Can I kill myself
And the
this
damage
turn?
can't be prevented.
I don't think I can kill myself this turn. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It is exactly lethal.
Yeah, 7 with a Stuffy Doll
With
activation.
Stuffy Doll activation.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guess I could deal 5 to myself. Yeah, I'll take 7. Go to 1.
And
Ping yourself?
ping itself.
Yeah. Got nothing. Alright! But what I do have is the 13-13 Death Shadow when the game technically ends. So, I consider that a personal victory. So, that was this matchup. Both these decks are pretty sweet. This one I think was a little too fast for yours, but yours does some pretty cool stuff too. So
Yeah, this was more of a fun Tron than...
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't like a good old Stuffy Doll? So, we will see you back on Tuesday. I'm trying to find the Grand Wizard here. There he is. So, yeah, we will see you. Oh, you moved, you moved his nail.
Yeah.
All right. See you back on Tuesday with Modern Flashback. It'll be, I believe, it'll be the Season Walker's deck's last hurrah.
Yes.
Even if it wins or
Even
loses.
if it wins,
it'll get kicked out.
It'll get kicked out.
Let's see, what else was there? Is that it? I think that's it. And we'll see you on next Friday as well. Make sure to vote.
Boy.